friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while again since I have recorded a video, but I thought I'd come on here. It's the holidays. I know it's mid-December, but I thought I'd put together a December/holiday hopefuls, show you what I've been reading with some book club people, what I'd like to read outside of book club. So thank you for tuning in today, and let's get on with the video. So I'm going to start off with the books that I'm reading with my book clubs in December. So I have, if this is your first time on the channel, I am part of a book club with some coworkers. I work at a middle school. And then I also have a 7th grade book club. And so I have a couple of books that I'm reading for those two clubs. And then on the side, I have been buddy reading some books with my mother-in-law. So I thought I'd share that book with you also. I am going to start off with the book that we are reading for the book club with my coworkers. It is called Christmas Criminals and Campers. So it's a very cute cover by Tanya Capes. And this is a cozy mystery series, but I was told that even though the books do follow each other, that the author does a good job of recapping what you may have missed in the previous book. So this is what Christmas Criminals and Campers is about. Welcome to Normal, Kentucky, where nothing is normal. Librarian Abby Fawn is starstruck when her favorite romance author, Nadine White, has rented a cozy camper at the Happy Trails campground for the winter months. Abby is devastated to find out Nadine White is nothing like the person she portrays in interviews or on social media. In fact, Nadine White is not nice at all, and Abby lets her feelings known that she thinks Nadine is a fraud after she finds out Nadine has a ghost writer. When Nadine White is found dead in the Normal library, Abby Fawn is Detective Hank Sharp's #1 suspect. It's time for Mae West to put up her camping gear for the winter months and put on her sleuthing gear to figure out who is framing Abby Fawn before Abby is the ending in Nadine White's final chapter. So I have started it. I'm not very far into it. So that is the first book on my TBR. The next book is the book that I am reading with my mother-in-law, and I think she's already finished it. I'm a little behind. I have been sick and busy, and I'm so sorry, Marilyn, that I haven't started this yet. But we have actually been reading Courtney Walsh's books each month. So this is the 3rd book we're reading, and it's called Across Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh. There's the cover. It's super cute. So this book, it says, Lauren Richmond isn't a fan of Christmas, which is why she rarely makes the trip home to the Midwest for the holidays. After all, she has plenty to keep her busy, namely her duties as a set decorator on a TV sitcom. But this December, Lauren's brother and his wife are expecting a baby, so her brother arranges a ride home for her with his good friend Will. Unfortunately for Lauren, she's been trying to forget college baseball coach and childhood crush Will Sinclair for more than 10 years. Now, thanks to her fear of flying, she's stuck in a car with him from California to Illinois. She's circumspect and organized. He's flirty and spontaneous. She's convinced that people don't change. He's trying to prove to her and himself that he has. On this cross-country road trip, they'll discover that history doesn't exactly repeat itself. But like any good Christmas carol, it does have a second verse. That is adorable. So A Cross-Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh. I am reading this with my mother-in-law. The 7th grade book club book for December, they picked J.K. Rowling's The Christmas Pig. One boy and his toy are about to change everything. Jack loves his childhood toy, Der Pig. DP, for short, has always been there for him, through good and bad, until one Christmas Eve, something terrible happens. DP is lost. But Christmas Eve is a night for miracles and lost causes, a night when all things can come to life, even toys. So Jack and the Christmas Pig, DP's irritating replacement, embark on a breathtaking journey through the magical land of the lost. With the help of a talking lunchbox, a brave compass, and a winged thing called hope, they set out to rescue the best friend Jack has ever known from the terrifying toy-crunching loser. So I also saw in here, there are some illustrations. So that's cute. One of the illustrations, it kind of reminded me of, I think it's Rudolph's Shiny New Year, where it's like the island of misfit toys. I'm gonna see if I can find that picture to show you. It reminds me of that. Whoops. Okay, here's the disposable. So all of these are little toys that are in this little village. It just reminds me of the island of misfit toys. So that is the book that my 7th grade book club is reading. So J.K. Rowling's The Christmas Pig. Next I will get into the books that I'm hoping to get to, but I know I'm not gonna get all of them. But I like to have a big TBR because I am definitely a mood reader. So if one day I feel like a mystery, I have a mystery. If one day I feel like having a holiday romance, I have those options. So the next book on my hopefuls is called Meet Me Under the Mistletoe by Jenny Bayless. And I know I had this on my TBR last year, and I just didn't get to it. I think I purchased it. I have a couple here that were gifts from people. So it says, Eleanor Noel, Nori for short, is quite content running her secondhand bookshop in London. I would love to own a bookshop. Forever torn between her working class upbringing and her classmates' extravagant lifestyles at the posh private school she attended on scholarship, Nori has finally figured out how to keep both at equal distance. So when two of her oldest friends invite their whole gang to spend the time leading up to their wedding together at the castle near their old school, Nori must prepare herself for an emotionally complicated few days. A city bookshop owner heads to the English countryside for a holiday reunion, only to face her childhood enemy. Meet Me Under the Mistletoe by Jenny Bayless. So I'm guessing that the childhood enemy is going to be the gentleman on the cover there. So that is my first outside of book club hopefuls. So that's kind of a romance book, I would say. The next book is a mystery book, and Sierra, my daughter, I think she got me this. So it is called An Andy Carpenter Mystery, Best in Show by David Rosenfeld. This was also on a hopeful last year. So cute little golden retriever. We have had 2 golden retrievers, so it kind of like fits me to have a mystery book where a golden retriever is involved. It says, Christmas has come early in the town of Paterson, New Jersey, in the form of a storm that dumps 2 feet of snow on the ground. Lawyer Andy Carpenter likes snow, white Christmas and all that, but it can cause problems for the walks he takes his dogs on every day. When Andy's golden retriever, Tara, goes to play in the snow and instead discovers a body, Andy ends up on the phone with the local newspaper editor. The murder victim is Mayor Alex Oliva, who had an infamous relationship with the newspaper. Last year, a young reporter published an expose, and Oliva had him fired for libel. Now the young reporter and prime suspect is in need of a lawyer. Best in Show by David Rosenfeld. So a mystery book. Here is another mystery book, and I believe my daughter got me this one too. So it's called Murder in Her Stocking. It's a Granny Read mystery. G.A. McKevitt. G.A. McKevitt. It's a very pretty cover. It says, Christmas has arrived in Sleepy McGill, Georgia. I just love the towns that people come up with. But holiday cheer can't keep temperamental Stella Reed from swinging a rolling pin at anyone who crosses her bad side. And this season, there are plenty. First, an anonymous Grinch vandalizes the celebrated nativity display. Far worse, the scandalous Prissy Carr, so that's someone's name, is found dead in an alley behind a tavern. With police puzzled over the murder, Stella decides to stir the local gossip pot for clues on the culprit's identity. And then on the back, there's a little, it's just cute. So Murder in Her Stocking by G.A. McKevitt. I picked up this book at the local grocery store just because this was just as Christmas books were coming out, and I saw it and I thought that looks like a cozy romance Hallmark-esque book. It is Debbie Macomber's The Perfect Holiday. That wintry feeling, Thanksgiving prayer. On the back it says, so there's 2 stories. That wintry feeling, here's the synopsis for that. After watching the man she loves walk down the aisle with her sister, Kathy Thompson, needs to get away. Alaska, beautiful, remote, and far from bitter memories. Sounds like the perfect place to start over. But a brand new life comes with brand new challenges. Namely, Grady Jones, a pilot and single dad who has a solution to both their problems, a marriage of convenience. And then the other story, Thanksgiving prayer. Seth immediately recognizes that Claudia is the woman for him, the woman he wants to marry and take back to Alaska. But Claudia is torn between Seth and her life in Seattle. How can she give up everything familiar, everything she's always worked for? And yet, she can't bear the thought of losing this man she's come to love. Only when she acts with faith and hope can she find her true destiny. So 2 stories in The Perfect Holiday. Okay, Renee, I guess you just need to read The Little Thing Says 2 great novels in one. Who knew? So by Debbie Macomber. This is another one that I got at the store the same day I got Debbie's, is Always in December by Emily Stone. I just love that cover. Okay, and I have seen this book around BookTube quite frequently. It says, every December, Josie mails a letter to the parents she lost many years ago. But this year, her annual trip to the mailbox is knocked off course when her bicycle collides with a handsome stranger. A stranger who will change Josie's life. As fate would have it, Max, like Josie, is also lacking Christmas plans this year, and they decide to spend the holiday together. Josie thinks this might be the start of something special. She's never felt so connected to someone before. And then Max disappears without saying goodbye. But he doesn't disappear for good. Over the course of the next year, Josie and Max continue to find each other in places they would have never expected. New York City, Edinburgh, the quiet English countryside. As it turns out, Max has as many reasons to stay as he had to leave last Christmas. But it seems that fate isn't done with the two of them just yet. That sounds so sweet. I feel like I may need Kleenexes to read that one. Okay, this is another on the side book that I am hoping to get to. I had purchased this for my middle school library and really want to try it. It is called Whiteout, and it's a novel written by multiple authors. It says that a snowstorm like this hits Atlanta only once every 100 years. As the city grinds to a halt, a group of teens band together to help a friend pull off the most epic apology of her life. But will they be able to make it happen in spite of the storm? A mall full of holiday spirit and a confession under the twinkling lights? A deserted aquarium and secrets that keep bubbling to the surface? A stalled road trip and a car full of bittersweet memories melting the ice? A whole city blanketed in snow, being warmed from the inside out. No one is prepared for this whiteout, but then we can't always prepare for the magical moments that change everything. So it gives me a little bit of the John Green book, Let It Snow, where him and some other young adult authors wrote some stories that end up intertwining in the end. So I'm very excited to try Whiteout. And they also have another novel like this called Blackout. So, another hopeful. I have two more books. These two books I got from the library, the public library, not my library. My husband and I went there a while ago and I grabbed these because they were on the new shelf. They seemed interesting. I haven't read anything by these two authors. So the first one is by Fern Michaels and it's called Santa and Company. Very cute. It's like a Santa sleigh ornament on the front. When longtime friends Amy, Frankie, Rachel, and Nina reunite for a holiday singles cruise, it not only deepened their bond, it changed their lives. Now they're getting together for another adventure, and what better winter setting than a fabulous ski lodge? Crisp snow and fresh air by day, cozy fires and delicious food by night, capped off by meeting up with their significant others for a New Year's Eve celebration. It's perfect. At least it's perfect until Frankie decides to go snowshoeing alone when she twists her ankle right after losing her phone in the snow. Frankie wonders how she'll be able to summon help, only to be rescued by a reclusive Grizzly Adams lookalike who lives nearby and introduces himself as Troy Manchester. Troy saves the day by helping the injured Frankie back to the ski lodge, but in the process encounters a part of the LA life he's tried to leave behind. Nina, visiting the gift shop to buy magazines for a recuperating Frankie, is similarly shocked to glimpse someone to whom she once was connected. So that sounds good too. So Fern Michaels, Santa and Company. Okay, the last book that I got from the library is by Susan Wiggs. It's called The 12 Dogs of Christmas. Okay, people, If you're a dog lover, how can you resist a cover like that? I mean, it's great. Like I said, I have had 2 golden retrievers and they both love the snow. So this is perfect because it's dogs at Christmas. It's kind of like their best time of year. They love it. It says, Brenda Malloy wants nothing to do with Christmas ever again. Last year, Brenda and her husband rushed their beloved dog, Tim, to the emergency vet on Christmas Eve. The good news, Tim survived after the vet cleared the obstruction, a pair of women's lace undies. The bad news, the undies were not Brenda's. A year after the breakup, Brenda has put her life back together. She's trained for a marathon, is writing a children's novel, and she's found purpose and healing as a volunteer with a dog rescue organization in Houston, Texas. The rescue partners with a program in Avalon, New York, a small snowy town deep in the Catskills. Now, Brenda is arranging the transport of rescue dogs from Houston to Avalon, just in time for a Merry Christmas with their forever families. Brenda's friends worry about her driving a van 2,000 miles with 12 dogs in crates, but she shrugs off their concern. How hard can it be? She knows the way, and she's just looking to escape the Christmas overload for a while. But a blinding snowstorm, an escaped mutt, and a life-saving encounter with Adam Bellamy, a single dad and paramedic, mean Brenda has to stay in Avalon longer than she planned. As she drops off each precious pup at their new home, some of the comfort and joy of the season begins to creep up on Brenda, despite her determination to avoid the holidays. Perhaps you can bring Christmas into your heart after all, if you have the right furry friends to guide you. Aw, so sweet. The 12 dogs of Christmas. So adorable. Okay, guys. So those are my December/holiday hopefuls. What are you reading this holiday season? Have you found a new favorite book? Have you read any of these? Please leave a comment on how you enjoyed them. No spoilers, please. Again, I am so sorry for the absence. I have been very busy at work, and December is going to be just as busy as the other couple months of school so far. I am hosting a gingerbread house decorating contest in my library, so I will hopefully take pictures and videos and maybe make a vlog of all the things that are going on in the school. I'm also hosting an ugly sweater contest at school. We will also have some other fun things. Hey guys, it's me again. I also wanted to let you know another thing that I am hosting at work is a cookie share. I don't want to call it an exchange, but people bring in their favorite holiday bar or cookie, and we create this little area for everybody to share their favorite holiday cookie or bar, and they leave a little tag on their cookie that says what the cookie is and who made it, just in case somebody wants to get that new favorite holiday recipe. So that's something else fun that I've been hosting at work. Thanks. Sorry for the interruption. I have an activity planned with my 7th graders where the 7th grade book group that I have come up with some funny Christmas riddles, and I have grabbed random books off the shelf, and inside those books are a letter and a number, and they have to use those to decode the answer to the riddle. And even if they figure out the riddle, they need to make sure that they have the books there to spell out the answer, otherwise they don't get points. And I have 9 kiddos in my 7th grade book club, and so there will be 3 groups of 3, and it'll be fun to watch that happen. I'm still coaching a Battle of the Books group I had mentioned in the last video. I still want to upload a couple of videos to share the books that we are reading for that. I co-coach with a coworker slash friend, Sarah Gunn. So I am excited to have her by my side again. We had so much fun last year, and we're finally getting to learn the kids in the Battle of the Books a little more, because they're sixth graders and our middle school is 6th through 8th. So I have not met these kids before. Sarah has met some, because even though her office is in the middle school, she is a tech coach. So she goes to all the other buildings in our district. So she has met some of these kids. So she has a little background of them, but it's been fun getting to know them. And so, yeah, though that's just a couple of things that have been going on. I have been out of work most of this week because of some vertigo stuff. I'm still a little dizzy, but I really wanted to get a video recorded. So I'm sorry if it's not the most exciting, but I do have some ambiance with our family stockings. So I thank you for stopping in to watch my video. I wish for you to have a very blessed holiday season, whatever you celebrate. I am excited to have my family around for Christmas. My 2 kids that are, one is still in college and the other's graduated. I am happy to be able to have them home for the Christmas day and Christmas Eve, and spend some time with family members this holiday season. And I hope you can enjoy your time with your family or friends this holiday season. Until we meet in the next video, have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.